Welcome to the Self-Love Lifestyle Podcast. I am your host, Melanie Monaco, and I am so honored to be connecting with you today through these sound waves. I'm a master self-love coach. I train and certify self-love coaches. I hold numerous certifications and practices like archetypal psychology, energy healing, intuitive eating, and more. But most importantly, I am on a mission to guide others in manifesting more self-love. Self-love empowers us with the tools to not only love and accept ourselves deeply, but to expand our compassion for those around us. Practicing self-love means alchemizing life's challenges by transmuting pain into purpose and viewing obstacles as opportunities for deepening self-awareness and understanding. In this podcast, I'll be sharing inspiration for your own healing journey, guided rituals, spiritual insight, as well as candid conversations with the amazing goddesses on my team and other leaders in the wellness space as well. My hope is that at the end of each episode, you feel empowered, inspired, and more connected to your most authentic self. Self-love may be a personal journey, but it is not a journey that we have to do alone. I am infinitely grateful for our amazing community, and by listening, you are now part of our community too. Thank you for being here. Now let's dive in. Hello. I hope that you're having a great day. Welcome back for another self-love coach interview. I am really excited because we have Tracie joining us today. And hi. All right, I'm gonna add Tracie into the chat. Here we go. Interviews are such an exciting time to hear the journey that self-love coaches are going through. Hello, everyone. Hi, Tracie. It's so good to see you.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Yes. You look so beautiful.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. Thanks. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. How's the baby?
Oh my gosh. I think he's actually watching this live. I just saw my husband join. He's been showing my lives to my son because he's enjoying watching. That's so funny, but he's been great. Thank you for asking. Well, I'm so excited to dive in because I know you have manifested some amazing things in your life. And I want to start just by celebrating you and just letting you know how proud I am of you. But before we get into all of those things, I would love for you to just introduce yourself to those watching, letting them know, who you are and what you offer as a coach.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Tracie. As the name says, author Tracie Johnson. I wrote my first book roughly 2 years ago, and the title of the book is Dear Self, Please Forgive Me, a woman's guide to self-love and forgiveness. So that's pretty much what I offer as a coach as well, just walking you through the steps that you can take on the journey of self-love and forgiving yourself so that you can live a life of peace. My coaching business, however, has been geared more towards moms and wives who have kind of forgotten about themselves in the midst of being, a mom and a wife and putting your family's needs before your own and just trying to remember and rediscover who you are on this journey.
That is such important work. And I'm sure that you are really changing lives with your book and your coaching. I would love to hear a little bit about your journey and what inspired you to write your book and what inspired you to become a coach.
Well, what inspired me to write my book was just one day, I had been married. At the time, I had been married for roughly 11 years. And I went into my marriage with just having babies right off the bat. And so I got lost in the midst of that. And, I was getting frustrated. My children was feeling my frustration. My husband was feeling my frustration. Everybody around me, because I kept telling myself there has to be more to just being a mom. There has to be more than just being a wife. Like, what else is there? So that's what inspired the book. And I kind of tapped into the fact that I was holding on to a lot of stuff, and I was holding everybody around me accountable for the stuff that I was dealing with instead of holding myself accountable for my feelings and my emotions. And I was expecting everybody else to do a job that was my responsibility, which is my happiness. So that inspired the book. And that inspired the coaching as well, just wanting to help other women who's experiencing those same things, you know, having babies at a young age and just getting lost and all of that, and holding everybody else accountable when happiness is an inside job. Our peace, all of that, that is an inside job. And the people around us, they're just bonuses that add to our inside job.
Wow. That is, yeah, I think that is such a relatable experience. Unfortunately, that's something that so many women and moms have gone through, and people in general. So what was the turning point for you?
The turning point, I honestly, I think it was when I came into your program. Because
Oh,
I realized that even though I wrote the book and I put, you know, I literally put my heart and soul into it, tears, blood, sweat, all of it into, you know, onto my pages of the book. But coming into the program, I realized that there was some things that I needed to tap into. There was some things that you had us to do that that showed me like, hey, you got to go deeper, and you have to stop being afraid to go deeper. And I think that's what hold a lot of us back. I actually had somebody tell me when they was getting ready to come through my program, they was like, I just don't want to feel all of that pain. And I was telling them that, you know, there is growth in the pain. You have to feel it. You have to know why you're hurting, and you have to deal with it. So the turning point was just the shadow work. Goodness, the work that we
yeah.
have to do is amazing, and it is scary. So that was a turning point for me. Just putting in the work that you gave us the platform to put into it, and being right there with us, and being so open and so passionate and so empathetic towards what we were feeling. So that was a turning point.
Oh, well, I'm really glad to hear that. And you mentioned that you had this like fear, and that you've seen your clients have this fear of going deeper and feeling that pain. So what allowed you to move through that fear?
Knowing that I wasn't going through it alone.
Yeah.
Knowing that I had a group of other women in the group that was with me, that I could, you know, talk to, that could relate to, you know, a lot of the experiences that I had as a Black woman, you know, most importantly, because, you know, we all go through things different. We all experience different things, but there are, you know, within our races, we go through different things. We're faced with different things. So just being able to have that group of women that would reach out to me, and I was very vulnerable. And there was a moment in your program where I just broke down, and I had, you know, other women inboxing me and messaging me and saying, I know exactly where you are.
Yeah.
So it helped me to push through, because I wasn't the only one.
Yeah, I love hearing that. And I love our community, and how there's such diversity in terms of coming in, what cultures they come from, what race they are, where in the world they are. And within all of that, there are people who have shared experiences to you, who can support you, and then people who have different experiences but are still pouring love over you too. So you get it in all different places.
Yep.
Yeah. I would love to hear a little bit about what your offerings are in terms of what you're manifesting and what you're excited to bring out in your program.
Offerings that I have right now is and it's a very cliche saying, but it is so true. Happy wife, happy life. Where, you know, just the program is a 12-week program, and the basis of it is the foundations of self-love, because the program, the root of it, I've learned it gets back to learning how to love yourself, because we're forever changing. We're not the same people that we were before we started having kids. We're not the same people that we were when our kids hit 5 and 6 years old. When they hit 20, we are constantly changing. So it's just learning to embrace yourself, learning to know who you are at every single stage that you go through. And the program is geared to, it grows with you. And it gives you the tools that you can use at any point in your life. So it starts with the foundations of self-love, you know, dealing with mental health, dealing with boundaries, and taking care of your whole spirit, you know. So that's pretty much the basis of it without
Yeah,
giving it away.
yeah, sounds so incredible. Who do you think would benefit the most from this work?
Women that would like me, you know, women who are married, women who have children. You don't have to be, you know, just, it's more so that I've learned is women that are married and have children, simply because, you know, that's where I was at the stage. But I also do offer, because I want to help other women eliminate, you know, going into a marriage and having children like that. Just I do have a program as well that works with younger women, you know, before they get married, before they start having children.
Cool.
Have to experience, you know, it cuts off a good 5 or 6 years of just getting lost in that and learning with who you are.
I love that. Yeah, so you're able to show up in service of women who are married with children who feel like they've lost themselves and are responsibility on other people when they need to take responsibility for themselves, but also working with those who aren't yet, you know, married or have kids, but want to make sure that they don't lose themselves in the process. I think that's just amazing. So many people are benefiting from your work, I'm sure. You mentioned in your program that you offer these tools that you can use at any stage. So I would love to hear maybe a couple of your favorite tools that have been most life-changing to you.
One of them, and I hear a lot of women say it, but it is so very true, meditating and journaling.
Yeah.
Because when you are meditating, to me, you have to sit and be still, and you have to acknowledge the thoughts that are going through your mind. It's not about, you know, just trying to think all these happy thoughts and saying all these affirmations, because none of that matters if you are not sitting with it, trying to figure out why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and writing those feelings down and asking the hard questions as to where they're coming from and how you can work through those feelings. And that's where the journaling comes in. So those are my two favorite, just taking a question and then sitting in it for about, you know, 5 or 10 minutes and going through it. Why do I feel this way? Write it down, and then going back and looking at it. Okay, I feel this way because, and then, well, what can I do, you know, to eliminate this feeling? What can I do to work through this feeling? And just I tell everybody, feel all your feels.
Yeah.
And don't let anybody tell you that your feelings are irrelevant, because they're yours. And you have the right to feel the way that you feel, no matter how it is. So, yeah.
I love that. Well, I just really want to thank you for sharing all of this. You've shared so much value, and your energy is just like, you have this like power and presence that's equally as powerful as it is comforting. It's like this very unique, I mean, I get the mom vibes for sure, but it's like a mom that like you really want to, you're like mama bear for your clients is the vibe that I get. You know what I mean?
Can it?
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to share about your business or your experience, or just anything else that you want to share on our live today?
Yeah, just if you would like to purchase, if anybody would like to purchase the book, the link is available on my Instagram page at Arthur Tracie Johnson. The link is there. It's also linked to my Facebook pages there as well, because I go live on Facebook more than I do on Instagram. So I feel like I have a lot of valuable information there. And other women have said, that the information is valuable and it's helped them. So feel free to grab a copy of the book. It's there. It'll be autographed as well. And just tune in when I go live on Facebook.
I love that. I'm sure that everybody will. And I just want to thank you. It's been so nice to share this time with you and hear from you.
Thank you for your platform, Melanie. It is amazing.
Aw, I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you who've been tuning in. So if people want to follow you, they go to author Tracie Johnson.
Yes.
And all of your links are there for your book and everything.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Tracie. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. Same to you. Kiss the baby for me.
Absolutely. Bye, love.
Bye.
That was such an amazing interview. I hope you enjoyed Tracie's energy and mission as much as I did. It was truly a pleasure. And I just want to thank you all for tuning in. If you want to learn more about becoming a self-love coach, you can go to live.theselflovelifestyle.com or the link in my bio, and definitely follow Tracie because she's doing amazing things. I'll see you all really soon, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much for listening today. I do really appreciate it. And if you want to connect further, you can find me on Instagram at The Self Love Lifestyle, on Facebook at The Self Love Lifestyle. You can go to theselflovelifestyle.com to learn more about my offerings and the Self Love Coach certification program. And if you feel called, you can rate and review this podcast. That will help more people find it, which does grow our community. So if it feels aligned, I would be so grateful. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. And again, I just want to offer so much gratitude your way for listening today.